Woo. Oh, yeah. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's What's Up Wednesday. What's going on?
What's up?
I thought I put something on Lil Groovy. The heavy hitter. The big fella said that he was feeling groovy, so we might well just put on some of Lil Groovy today. So, yeah, here we are. So, yeah, what's up, everybody? Here we are. What's Up Wednesday and the Cowboy Huddle, where we come together and talk Cowboy talk. And with that being said, let me make my introduction of these heavy hitters on this panel. Right below me, that we're 1,005,000 trillion followers on TikTok. It's 21, Armando 21. Give it up. Yeah, right next to him is...
What's up, my Cowboys
Hey,
family?
I'm going to tell you something about this guy right next to you, 21. He's getting pretty good on that TikTok, bro. He started to come up with some content. I've been watching this dude. I was like, oh, okay, look at him. And ain't nobody else but our guy, Dallas Cowboy Chris, a.k.a. the big fella.
What up? What up?
Yeah. Oh, and then we right next above the big fella, right next to me is Rue. What it do? Give it up. All right, here we are, people. We are getting ready to get down and get dirty with some news that you can use. And I think we got one comment right now. Who is that we got right there, moderator? We got somebody that's already commented. Who is that? Okay, there go to Faithful. Ivan, let's go. The season is almost here. There's Salvador. Salvador's in the house. What's going on? It is, man. I think everybody's hyped tonight. We ready to get right into some nitty gritty. Before I got to do a formal introduction. Like I always say, I got to say thank you to all the subscribers and all those that follow this channel, man. And without you all, we would not be where we are today. And a special thanks to our social media groups. Big shout out to Dallas Cowboys on Deck, Cowboys Fan 365, We Them Boys, Dallas Cowboys Insider. These are our Facebook social media groups. Let's give it up for all of those people. All right. I'm getting used to it now. Come on, moderator, put it up. Here we go. So now, let's get ready to huddle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give it up. Hey, Monday night, man, I had a whole bunch of stuff going on. People was like, man, you all over the place. I'm like, I was using all new gadgets and everything, man. It was crazy, man. I was on one Monday night. So we got Z-Money in the house. What's up, Z-Money? Give it up for Z-Money. I'm ready for some Cowboy news. Y'all hear what he just said?
Ready for it.
Y'all know what we're gonna talk. Welcome back, brother. Let's get into it. Yeah, we finna get right into it. Then let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's get right into it. The elephant in the room.
You ain't got to keep talking about me like that, homeboy. You know, I know I'm the big fella, but you know, we gotta do better than that.
Oh yeah, man. Let's get
shout out to my bro in the 520.
Yeah, Mikey's a little bit. Don't have a voice or something going on with him tonight. My moderator, where you at, honey? Come on, bring me up. Come on, bring me up. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. We're gonna get right into this right now. Yeah, the elephant in the room. So I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know, I just came back from Frisco today. Man, the Frisco police, man, they don't play out there. So I'm at a red light, man.
Collin County, sir. Collin County does not play like that.
Say, man, listen, yeah, I heard about the little incident they had. They owned the little 12-year-old in the basketball team and all that crap. Anyway, so before we get into this, man, I was at the red light on yesterday, headed to the stadium, and going across the bridge, going across Sam Raven Toll Road. And there was a car in the right-hand lane getting ready to make a turn to get on the freeway. And there were a couple of cars behind where the Frisco police patrol car pulls up next to us instead of going to the lights. I mean, just pull right next to us. I'm like, okay. And I'm asking my wife, I was like, Well, is he trying to get over it? Is he know what he was doing? Looking in our car. I'm like, really, dude? I mean, what is this about? What is really going on? Why is everybody so angry? But so with that being said, man, so the elephant in the room, and I say that to say this, is the fact of the matter is we got a situation with Sam Williams, the Frisco Police Department. It's been reported the Frisco Police in Texas confirmed Sam Williams was arrested last Sunday. The information points out the charges were unlawful carrying of a weapon and possession of a controlled substance. Yeah, that's the elephant in the room. So, Rue, we'll start with you. What you thinking, man? What you drinking?
First, I want y'all to understand we are in Texas, right? So the way the laws work in Texas in terms of what he actually got caught with, number one, you can have a gun in Texas. You do not have to register that gun. You do not have to have a concealed handgun license. You can open carry in this state with nothing. That being said, when you have weed, all that goes out the window.
God almighty.
See ya. It does not matter. And don't have a concealed handgun license, because you can get one and still live here and like do it that way if you want to do it that way. But don't have that and get caught with weed and the gun, you're in deep, deep trouble then. But I say all that to say this. Texas is funny because when it comes to weed, it's a slap on the wrist. Weed. Which is why I wanted to read and see what he got caught with. Because for those of you who don't know, in the state of Texas, flour is a slap on the wrist. It's like nothing. You can have up to an ounce, I think even two on you before they even take you to jail. Other than that, you might get a ticket. More often than not, they're going to take it from you and smoke it themselves. However, if you have those fancy little pens that most people carry around with oil in them, that's a low-class felony.
THC.
On top of the drug, on top of the gun charge. So obviously things work a little different when you have some money like that and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying he's going to go to prison, but at the end of the day, what he has on him is a felony by itself, and you pile on the gun. And it's just like, man, I hate it when this happens because, like, why does this always happen to us? It feels like. But the only solace, I don't think anything's happening this year. If he does get suspended, it'll probably be next year. You're probably looking at 2 to 4 game suspension, assuming he doesn't get convicted, which even if he does, he'll probably just get probation. But it's just so you understand the laws of it, at least in Texas. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I just have to know things at certain times.
Yeah. And I and that's the thing about it. But, we keep saying it's only, but why even get caught with it? Why even get caught with it? That's the question. Why even get caught with it? When your status, son, your status. You have status behind your name now. So, Big Chris, how you feeling about the situation?
Look. When you get a call all the way from St. Louis, Missouri, saying, "Hey, man, Sam Williams is your boy. Why is he acting like a cowboy?" Well, that's real simple, man. I mean, because he is a cowboy. It's kind of hard to get away from it, man. Look, Sam had these problems when he was at Ole Miss, with the substances and everything. And the thing that happened, like Ruth said, man, he got pulled over for a controlled substance. It's different from being pulled over with marijuana. So I was listening to a couple commentators on sports radio here in Dallas, and they were saying basically if you got a vape pen, they treat it more seriously than a marijuana cigarette. Okay. So they are assuming he had a vape pen and he had an unregistered gun. Okay. In Collin County, in Frisco, Texas, and it's an issue. Okay. So when Sam got pulled over, look, man, it's only gonna go one way in Collin County. Okay. If you get out that car, hey, ain't know what I'm getting pulled over for. When you roll down that window, you know that smell. Okay. So why I be trying to tell these youngsters, I don't
Man,
understand why do you smoke in your
that's
car?
car,
If
man. That's
you get
stupid.
pulled over, if they just sniff a little bit of it, you coming out the car. If you
Probable
coming out
cause.
the car, you getting in the other car. If you getting in the other car, you going to the other house. So basically, that's what Sam did. My homeboy, I met Sam this summer. Man, he's the nicest, sweetest guy in the world. Cool cat. But sometimes Cowboys, we got to learn situation. You know, we was always on our former offensive coordinator about situational football. It's situational smoking. It's football season now, brother. It's football season. Everything you do in the off season, you do it in the off season. But it's football season now. You a major clog to our defense, bro. I predicted Sam Williams to have one of a breakout season because the defense is so stacked this year. But brother, if you get suspended for 3, 6, 7 games, you messing up my continuity on defense, and I don't like that. Okay. So, Sam, I know you're young. I know everybody smokes now. It's the thing, you know. I got the dreads and everything. Everybody think I'm Rastafari. You know, I understand that. But it's a situational thing for the big fella. I know when, I know where, and I know how. Okay. So let's grow up a little bit. Okay. And let's do this in the off season. Okay. This ain't the 90s Cowboys where it wasn't no social media. And when the Cowboys used to get pulled over, a lot of them were famous and they knew them, so they let them go. You can talk to Michael Irvin now, half the stuff they didn't even get arrested for. So, but you can't do that no more, man. You can't. You can't. You can't. I'm very disappointed at Sam.
Yeah, you know, and that's good words, man. What you just brought up, man. You know, just my job. I work for the DOD, man. I can say, yeah, I can, but my job does not require me to. So why would I put myself in a situation that, because my job is saying that I'm not supposed to. It's against the
Mm-hmm.
policy. So,
Mm-hmm.
I had to, and I've been on my job since I was 24 years old. Okay. So I had to give all that stuff up because I knew where I was. Like you say, it comes a time when a person has to grow up. And what he has to understand, Sam, I don't care he's young, he's old enough to know that there's status behind your name now, dude. And this a thing that they go through when they come in as rookies. It's called a rookie symposium. Every rookie goes through this class, and it's all about the do's and don'ts. And this is one I'm sure they talked about that was a don't. But here we are talking about Sam Williams and his foolery. So, Mondo, what you think, brother?
Oh man, this is a tough one, but I feel like I got a little bit of, I guess, um, how would you say it? Experience with this. So, like Bruce said, Ru alluded to, Ru alluded to, you know, the cartridges and the flower is way different. It's way different. With those cartridges, which is the vape pens and all that stuff, they're treating those as felonies. And the reason why they
Wow.
do treat those, and I'm telling you because I just literally I went to a parent teacher conference and they spoke on this in the high schools because this is becoming a problem with these vape pens. So the reason they charge it is because of the potency of the marijuana. That's why they charge you the
Yeah.
felony. But like you say, G, it's like you and Chris say, it's situational. You gotta know when. You gotta know
Yeah.
when. I know you just came back from Cali. I'm pretty sure you got some of that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, allegedly, but it's you gotta know, man. You're a superstar, and I say that because you're on, America's team, you know.
Mhm.
So you gotta know when to cut
Yeah.
back. You gotta know, it's crazy that we worry more about the marijuana in Texas than the guns, right? That's
No
crazy.
doubt.
But
Yeah.
No doubt.
you got to know when you got to have your stuff, or when you're riding around, put it away. You're a big star on a big team, and like we always say, it's a big blue star, but a lot of people see a target. So just it's kind of it's tough because you want to see these players succeed and you want him to be okay. He's a Cowboy. We
Right.
want that second year glow up, and then you see things like this, like, come on, Sam. Where everybody rooting for you, and
Yeah.
So he's a good dude, like Chris said, and usually all stoners are. So you so shout out to Sam. I hope get it together. I hope it's nothing but a little slap in the wrist, which I think more than likely than anything he'll end up with probation. He's a big superstar. I'm pretty sure he's got good lawyer money. So it's a lesson learned. We need you on the team. We need you to get it together. And what sucks is people bring up everything from the past, just like Chris alluded to.
Yeah.
These issues. So then it comes down to the Cowboys. Here we go again, doing it again, picking these players that have records. So you put that stigma right back up on us. When we kind of trying to get rid of it. We're trying to make sure that the Raiders have that stigma. Then you got to put it back on the Cowboys, and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
hope
Andrew,
that gets together, man.
yeah, no joke. I mean, here's a comment right here, man. Basically, how do you get in trouble with a firearm in Texas of all places? What we thinking? 2 to 4 games suspended? Well, we don't know. I mean,
Yeah, we don't.
it might not even happen this season. It might happen next season. We don't know what that's going to look like, man. But it's stupidity on his part, man. I mean, again, there's comes a times where you have to become responsible for your actions and knowing
What
that
are
the job.
didn't they implement like new laws as far as I'm talking about the NFLPA as far as the marijuana?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit more lenient, as I think. Is that right, Rue? They're a little bit more
They don't test for marijuana
right.
anymore.
They're a little
They don't test for marijuana anymore. Marijuana is not punishable, but it's not about the marijuana. It's about the arrest.
Right.
You have an appearance to upkeep. You can't.
You're
be
not a
getting
gangster,
arrested.
bro. There's
They
no
can't.
gangsters.
And the
God,
thing is, he can't. This isn't. And this wasn't. I don't think this was that G. But this is not his first incident either. If you look at Cowboy Corner, I forgot all about that wreck in January, man.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about
yeah,
that.
you
for a
forgot
minute
about
until
that
you said it.
Corvette. He was speeding going to
Yeah,
practice.
man. And
wrecked the
like
Corvette.
this
Yeah.
now it's starting to become a repetition of behavior.
Yep.
It's like now it's
Exactly.
like, man, you can't get right. And Mondo's right. Mondo hit it on the head. You know where that came from. That was that Oxnard that he had in that car. Like, come on now. that makes total sense. But like I'm the last person that's going to tell you don't do this or don't do that when it comes to marijuana. But and they're not allowed to smoke it anymore. But you ain't in Cali anymore either. This is Texas. And to answer his question,
I feel like
when you compile weed with the gun, that's how you get in trouble in Texas.
Well, you asking for it. What you say? What you say, Mondo?
And I feel like it's like we have to remember at the end of the day, we're still in Texas. We're still,
in Texas. That's right.
It's illegal. Yep.
And you're in Collin County. And you're in Collin County.
Hey.
I grew up in Collin County. There's a cop on every corner in Plano, Texas. Go drive through the east side and central side of Plano, Texas, all the way from like Independence, all the way to K Avenue, from Legacy, all the way up to Plano Parkway. There's a cop on every corner. Every corner. They got all the budget in the world for that.
Oh,
Chris,
I
please
believe
stay away from those areas when we go.
Say, man. Hey,
You ain't got no
know-
reason to go out there. Promise.
Hold on, Armando. But seriously, I know how to act when I go to Collin County. You know, it's certain parts of every city. It's a part of Arlington called Plantigo, Dalworth, and Garlands. Gary know about it. Gary know.
You better
Don't
do the
go
speed
through
limit.
Plantigo or Dalworth and Gardens at the wrong time of day and you acting a fool. Okay, the city is literally maybe 2 miles to 3 miles long, but there's a cop everywhere in those 2 to 3 miles. Okay, so you like I say, it's situational stuff, man. Look, we all done dumb things, you know. At that age, you know, you got a little money, you flossing it, you trying to have a good time. Hey, I need this marijuana. I'm Randy Gregory. I gotta smoke just because I do. But bro, you can't get pulled over. I mean, that's just bad, man. It can't be in your car. That's bad, bro. I mean, like I said, we can't preach. We can't preach about stuff we did in our life. But only thing we can say, man, you can be smarter than that. Okay. And Sam just got to be smarter, man.
They all need to be smarter.
And like Armando said, it's still Texas. It's not legal here, bro. It's still Texas. You're not in Missouri. You're not in Colorado. You're not in Washington State. You're not in California. It is illegal in
Circle of
Texas.
death.
Now you can have every gun in the world. You can have an M16, an
Whatever
AR.
you want.
You can have a Mac 10 or whatever. You can have it all. But once it's any kind of illegal substance in that car, your ass is grass.
Fair game.
It's
Forget it.
period.
Fair game. And
Forget
that's
it.
and just like you said, Chris, just like you said, these youngsters don't understand, man. And I even tell my boys, listen, man, don't give them a probable cause.
Yep.
And if you roll that window down, that's a probable cause.
Mm-hmm.
That gives them every reason to say, hey, let me pull you out. I know you might not have anything, but let me, like I said, I can't tell a person what they won't do and what they can't do, whatever.
Right.
But again, when it comes to this type of status that this man has behind his name, he has to be more responsible and more. He got to be a lot smarter than what he's portraying right now.
Hey, Gary, this is funny, and I'm telling on my daughter because she gonna get mad at me. I don't care. I'm the daddy. All right, she had a little car situation, and her people and grabbed the car because she was behind on some things and everything.
Yeah.
And hey, Daddy, can you go down there and talk to him? Oh yeah, I go down there. And we get there, and the man said, "Man, this is why I took the car." I said, "Okay, why you take the car?" Because she took it to get some maintenance, right? So he said, "Man, I took the car, saw the baby seat in the back seat, but when I opened the door, the wonderful fragrance of narcotics number 9 hit his face."
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
to him, it was still his car. Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Every right to take something back that I feel you're doing something illegal in.
Ooh.
And I tried to explain that to her, but they didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear it. I said, "Look, man," I say, "it's illegal. You don't own that car yet. It's still their car. Once you brought it to them for maintenance and they smell that, they have every right to void your contract. So we got to be smarter what you do in your vehicle." That's all I'm saying. You got to be smarter. That's it. Be smarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's what's going on. So when we're talking about smart, man, it's been told that Jerry grounded Brandon Cooks. Now, yeah, I mean and we're gonna talk about it. Y'all wanted to know the news. I'm gonna bring the news up. So basically, here's the deal with this. So it's been reported.
This is the first I hear of it too.
Yeah, oh yeah, Jerry Jones
I
literally
saw
grounded.
something, but I thought it was. I didn't think it was. What?
Well,
What?
here-
This is legit.
Here
Get
it
out
is.
here.
Here
Man,
it
y'all don't
is.
know about this story. Y'all don't know
Here
about
it
this
is.
story.
I saw the headline. Jerry
Dude,
Jones
this
mad
was
at a
all in
player. I thought it was
Seattle.
going to be Sam Williams. I assumed it was Sam, but then I
this
saw
is-
something about
this-
Brandon
this-
Cooks. I was like, wait, what's this?
This all happened in Seattle. Gary, tell the story. Go ahead. I know all about it.
So yeah, man. Oh my gosh, this is bananas. So what happened? Where do I want to start? So he says Dallas Cowboy owner and general manager Jerry Jones found a little humor in the recent viral video that showed wide receiver Brandon Cooks flying teammates Michael Parsons and Stephon Gilmore in a small plane ahead of this past Saturday preseason game at the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this is what Jerry
over the
said.
Seahawks Stadium. Over the Seahawks Stadium and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, Lumen Stadium. I did see that. Yeah.
I did see that
So-
too. That's crazy. That's kind of whoa.
So
Can-
Jerry
can I go? Can I go real quick? It's funny to me, Gary.
Oh my gosh.
All right, man. Look, the reason why this became big news because these
Hold tight.
dummies.
Hold on, Chris. Well, let me
All right.
just read. Let me read what
All right.
Jerry Jones had to say. And
What
you
would he
jump
say?
right- He said, one thing I want to do is chastise Cooks for getting in that airplane with the best part of the team and flying up there with him. Jones directly said, according to Clarence Hill of the 4, I was glad I didn't know that was going on. I would have to tell him part-time pilots in my minds are not the way to go. So there you go, Chris. That's what Daddy Jones had
All
to
right.
say.
All right, so this is what happened. All right, instead of them going in, because Cooks got a pilot license, okay, and of course he was bragging to him, "Hey man, we're gonna jump in the plane, take y'all on a little tour, so
Wow.
y'all can see the city from the air." Well, what they did was they had a videographer to
Yeah.
video the whole situation.
Oh my God.
It hit the internet. Everybody was
Viral.
like, "You got 3 starters in a
Oh
airplane
gosh.
that one of the players are flying in the crop duster over Seattle
Oh my God.
before the preseason game."
That is crazy.
Before the preseason game. Like I
Oh,
say, hey, Gary, I think the key word of the day is situational.
yeah, that is the key word.
That was the dumb. Okay, even though everybody's safe, they landed fine, and air travel is really safe, but that's one of those stipulations. You know how in some contracts you can't ride a motorcycle in
That's
football
right.
season. You can't bungee jump, or you can't go skydiving, or you can't cliff dive during football season. Well, he said, "I'm grounding him."
Yeah.
So basically, Jerry said, "I don't give a damn. You got a pilot's license at all. You got my best player and the best player in the NFL in a passenger seat. And if y'all would have went down, my season would have went down too."
Yep. Yeah.
God.
It's funny, bro.
Yeah.
Situation.
It's so funny that it's sad.
Situation.
Hey guys, you guys have to remember, we lost some of the greatest rock and roll artists.
You better believe it.
Buddy Holly, Richie Valens. I mean, hey,
And them crop
Stevie Ray
dusters.
Vaughan.
Yep.
I'm telling you. So so I get where Jerry's coming from.
Yeah.
But it's something I feel like it was small, but hey, you got the best players on that whole team. And it's a big what if, and we thank God nothing happened, but
Yeah.
it's
my
tough
gosh.
to be put in that situation.
What do you think, Rue? Oh
Man, I definitely get it from Jerry's side of it. I mean, it's not
Heck
like
yeah.
there's tons of contracts out there that don't let you ride a motorcycle. Like
True.
these little small planes, helicopters, whatnot. Like things happen. I'm out, and I'm just glad nothing happened. Thank God nothing happened, man, because that would have been devastating. And I mean, forget our season. Those guys are super young, man. Like that would have been tragic had that something
Oh
terrible
my
happened.
gosh. Woo. Yeah, you're right about that. I agree, man. And that's what Andrea said. I mean, Jerry's not wrong. 3-star players taking flight before a game is crazy. Coaches, do you know where your players are? That's the question. Oh my gosh. So it's I don't blame Jerry. Jerry, this is his investments. And he has to protect his investments. And you guys want to go.
Hey, say, man, it ain't college, man. You can't watch them their every move, man. I mean, they're adults. You know what I mean?
And they are
Why
adults.
why you think they didn't tell nobody? Because they knew Brandon.
Well,
Why
no,
you
they
think
told the
Brandon
whole
didn't tell-
world. No, they told the whole world.
Well,
when
I
they
mean, put it online.
after the whole world knew.
it wasn't a
But
secret.
I mean, but before did they go to their coaches? Hey, man, we're gonna take a flight today. I'm gonna fly these. No,
Hell
they
no.
ain't tell none of them coaches that.
No.
Come on, man. So
Yeah.
So, hey, they can, hey, we got in trouble. It's after the fact, Jerry said, "I'm grounding him." That's funny.
Yeah,
though.
you got it. We got to ground you, buddy. So with that being said, man, we got that's what's the things that was going on. But let's talk about this. We have two injuries to two upcoming promising rookies. We have John Stevens Jr. and we have DeMarvion Overshown. I did see them yesterday. They evidently they already had their surgery. Both of them was out on the sideline. They have this long sleeve on their leg, I guess, to keep the swelling down and things like that. But they were out there, but both of them wearing their jersey. But yeah, man. So, Rue, what do you think, man? I mean, it's where we are. I mean, we was talking about it before we came live. So, what was on your mind?
Routine tackle, man. Routine tackle. Like he wrapped him up, went around, fell, looked like he was about to get up, fell right back down. I'm just like, I wore this and this for him because I was so looking forward to DeMarvion Overshown, man. I was so looking forward
to
that run stopper, linebacker, flying around the field, fast-paced guy. Like he was looking like he was going to be plug and play. He was looking like he was really going to come into that linebacker spot and just kind of do what he does. And this kills me, man, because now I feel like we're back to where we kind of were, because it's like now it's big time on Damone Clark. It's big time. It's big time on Jabril Cox, Devin Harper, all these guys that are playing linebacker in these young spots. When your time comes, it's time to move, because it was really looking like it was going to be DeMarvion, and this kills me, man. I really was looking forward to it. I might be biased a little bit. I mean, obviously, I'm rooting for that kid, but I saw what I saw, and I know he made an impact.
I agree
and
with
I know he was going to make. I know it looked like he was going to be able to really help stop the run, and it's just losing him.
Unfortunate.
It hurts. It's not a good feeling, and I mean, it's just one of those deals where it's like I really wish it didn't happen, but I don't wish it on any team or any player, but it's just like, man, I really thought he was going to fill that void, and it's like, man, that linebacker room was already kind of at that point. But I will say this about our defense: I'm feeling good about the depth in other spots, but that linebacker room is so crucial right now.
Yeah, pressure on Jabril Cox right now. Jabril Cox and Devin Harper, which after watching them last week, they suck. Yeah, it's me. But anyway, after DeMarvion went down, it's like, okay, God, are they gashing us again? But anyway, Armando, what are you thinking, man? I mean, it's as bad. It's unfortunate that we're here. And both of these guys are promising. Looking at John Stevens Jr., man, 6'6" guy, scored a touchdown and was making headway and everything. So now we have two on IR.
Huge loss. And shout out to Andres Romero coming through with the great comments. Shout out to the chat. But big losses, man. Big losses. Overshown. We saw him promising. We saw Stevens out there in the preseason games. Both of them look promising. We saw a future tight end. I think we spoke about Ferguson and all them might got to run. They're having to run for their money with Stevenson, but big losses. I feel like we were just rolling along nice and smooth, and then all of a sudden, bam! The Cowboys get hit with the injury bug. So it happens. That like Ru said, that depth. This is the time to step up right here. Like I feel like if you're on the team and you're on that linebacker core, it's your time to shine if you want to shine, because we all saw it. We all saw the writing on the wall is going to be Overshown. Fortunately, he got injured. So, it's time to step up, the next man up. But definitely huge losses. I just, I'm expecting a bounce back game. I saw an interview today with Overshown, and he talked about how Michael Irvin reached out to him, talked about him and his injury, when he had an injury in his knee. And, so I'm glad that the old heads, which is the vets, the Michael Irvin, the Des Bryans, they're all reaching out to him and, showing him love, like, hey, you're good. Just get it. We'll
back to
get
work.
there. It's time to work.
Yeah, that's so true, man. Big fella.
Oh, yo.
Yeah. We are talking about our two rookie injuries that we got.
Yes.
And man, it's unfortunate, but
look, man, I was so looking forward to seeing Overshown this year. I really was, man. And it was just because of one play, and it was in the first preseason game when DeMarion Overshown filled that hole and made that tackle on fourth down. And I was like, man, we got a linebacker that'll fill the hole and bring the noise.
Yes.
He got speed. He can cover sideline to sideline, and the kid is itching to get on the field. I was so excited. And like Ru say, the routine tackle, nothing unusual. I'm just like, oh, I think he all right. Maybe got a cramp or something. Maybe he dehydrated. And when he walked off the field, I say, man, cool. He ain't hurt bad. So I didn't think nothing else about it. Made a TikTok about it. Hey, man, I hope he's doing fine and everything. And then everybody bombarded me saying, that man is out for the year.
Yeah.
And dude, my emotions went from up here to down there. Because man, it's tough. Like Gary said when he was talking about his son, when his son got hurt, it's more of an emotional thing too.
Oh my God.
Because you thinking your career is over. Woe is me. This rehab is going too long. You know what I'm saying? You itch and you see everybody else playing on the field, and you sitting and watching. It's tough. Man, I broke my ankle playing football, okay? And it's tough sitting on the sideline because you want to get out there and you want to play, man, and it's tough. I just want him to stay strong mentally, okay? Because that boy time is coming, okay? I think it was an excellent pick by the Cowboys. His time
Yes.
is coming, okay? Be patient, Demarion. You'll be there, baby. You'll be there, okay?
Yeah.
Because I want to be there with an Agent Zero jersey. Hey, give him the zero back. you know, hey, if I'm Jerry Jones, I would say, man, forget this 35. Next year, you wearing number 0. And I
Yeah.
bet you that'll do something for that
That's
kid.
like putting a cape on.
Exactly, man. Man,
Yeah.
I was so sad, man. The kid got hurt. And, it's tough. Your rookie year, man. Your family and friends is looking
Been
forward
there.
to see
Oh
you on
my
the
God.
field.
Hometown kid, man.
Hometown kid, and now you got to wait a whole nother year. It's kind of like when you get to college. I played college ball, and when that coach come to you and say, "Hey, we're gonna redshirt you this year. You can practice, you can do this, you can do that, but you're
Yeah.
gonna sit your ass in this dorm when we travel, and you're gonna sit on this in the
Yeah.
stand when we
That's
play
right.
football."
Yeah.
Redshirting is the worst thing in the world as a football player. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, because you practicing hard like everybody else,
Mhm.
and you have no opportunity to get on the field. That's what a torn ACL, PCLs, whatever they are, is like. You've been redshirted, man. It's a tough break, man.
Yeah.
I just hope the kid come back strong.
Yeah. You're right. Andreas has a comment right there. Moderator, could you pull that huge losses? Yeah. So huge losses, they will bounce back. It's just what could have been. Yeah.
No
But
doubt.
Yep.
on this year, Cox
No doubt.
has to step up big time now. And that's so true. That's
And
so
man, that's
true.
a beautiful statement because man, what we've been talking about the last 2 years, ain't it been about
Jabril.
Jabril Cox?
Jabril Cox.
Mhm.
Jabril better come on with it, man. I'm
And
about
dude, have y'all noticed Jabril still
damn.
been playing with the third string?
Yeah. He didn't
And
come in till late.
dude, that's irritating to me. Bro, you were a second round pick. Why are you playing with the third stringers in the preseason game? What are you doing what you're not supposed to do? You had every opportunity last year when LVE got hurt to get on the dang field and play and prove yourself, bro. And you still didn't. What's his name? The other linebacker, number 33.
The
The
Bland.
Damone
Bland.
Damone. Damone
Damone,
Clark.
Damone
Damone
Clark.
got off an injury and got in the starting lineup, bro. You was here
Over
before
him.
Damone. You were here before him. Why? What are you doing? Bro,
Well,
he may be a cut casualty. And like I
yeah.
said on my TikTok, I think the Cowboys are going to go get a couple veteran linebackers, okay? Just because, man, you know how they did last year when they had to go get
Anthony Barr.
Barr. Exactly.
Yeah, Anthony Barr.
And it may be the same situation where they may have to go get another Bar just for the depth purposes, because that's our weak link on defense right now is our linebacker core.
Yeah, and Devin Harper. I mean, if y'all watched the game last week, I'm like, it's like the linebacker core just went downhill. I mean, they was getting jammed on the blocks. They couldn't get off the blocks. I said, okay, this is the reason the guy's not playing.
Yeah.
I've been trying to take up for Jabril. Damn, Jabril.
Yes.
I mean, But with that being said, did you guys? I don't know if y'all been watching Hard Knocks on HBO with the
I ain't
Jets,
watch it this week yet.
and man, they had this hell of a running back. I can't think of his name, man. They had big
Brees
time.
Hall?
No. He's a rookie.
Oh, the
And
rookie.
the African kid, Mujiwadi or something like that. Guess what? ACL.
No.
And his parents and them was sitting up in the stands, so they showing it. And I'm like, I know the feeling. Me and my wife can say, I know the feeling. This kid is on his rookie year.
Yeah.
And he was in practice and made a cut or something. And guess what? Started holding his knee. So yeah, my prayers go out to these guys. Everybody that's on his injury list and things like that. But it's a hard comeback.
And G, can I segue to something?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is why, I heard y'all on Monday talk about playing players in the preseason and everything like that. This is why the Cowboys have that issue where they don't play their starters. I know we can't worry about other organizations what they do,
No.
because Kansas City start their players, Patrick. I still don't understand that, but that's their organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we saw Jacksonville and we saw who just played Seattle.
Yeah, so they start them, okay? Because back in the day, we used to look forward to the third preseason game because we knew the starters was going to play, okay?
Right.
We knew it, but even then, Emmitt Smith never took a snap, okay? He never took one snap because they knew he was the focal point of our offense. Okay. So basically now our number one player on our team is number 11. He will never take a snap until September. Okay. So I don't have a problem with starters not playing in the preseason. People say, oh man, you got to get a little contact. You got to get a feel. Man, they've been playing football for 20 years. They've been playing football since they was kids. They know what the contact feel like. Dude, hey, do you see any preseason games for college? They come out the bat banging, right?
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
And again, like we always say, this is evaluation time. This is to see who's going to make the team and who's not going to make the team. We know, and then you got starters like ours on our defense. Hell, you don't have to worry about going against other defenses. Hell, that's one of the top defense you're going to see right there. So, yeah. But this also shows us, excuse me, this shows us the experience of our coaches, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about a Super Bowl caliber offensive coordinator / head coach on the offense, and then we're talking about a Super Bowl caliber defensive coordinator on the defensive side. So these guys know what they're doing. Then you got Mike Solari, offensive line coach. These guys, all these are gray-headed guys, got a lot of knowledge, and they're putting it together. And you know what it reminds me of, guys? Like when East Texas, we have people that come down and hunt those hogs. And they'll bring a truck down there, man. And the truck be full of pit bulls, bro. And, you know, when they get down there, those pit bulls stay on the back of that bed of that truck until they let down that tailgate. Now, this is just a great analogy. And right now, our Cowboys are just like these pit bulls waiting for this tail. Can you imagine what they're feeling right now, not getting any action? Can you imagine what they're feeling? They are like about to bite somebody's head off. So when that tailgate does come down September 10th, oh my goodness. We ain't gonna be in for something. We're gonna be in for something come September 10th. So I mean, so yeah, they're hungry, man. They are hungry. But yeah, I'm ready, man. It's one of those deals. But Andrea said something here also. He mentioned this. He said in which we was talking about. Where are we
I
at?
saw that earlier too. Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn is moving Bell as a linebacker hybrid. But do you think they should still bring it? Yeah. Yeah, they probably will. Just like Chris said, they might bring in a vet now. They're going to have to because
they got to, man.
Yeah.
What are the names out there?
Well, we don't know because, you know, everybody, they're having one mass cut, you know. So we ain't going to know until next week who going to be on the waiver wire. It's going to be the cuts are next week. I think next Monday, I believe.
18 days away.
So they're going to have one big cut this year.
Yeah,
they're doing one big cut.
And that's every team. That's a new rule now in the NFL. There's one big cut.
Man, God,
so it's going to be, dude, they said on the radio, it's going to be over 1,500 players on the waiver wire in one day.
That's crazy.
1,500 players.
That is crazy.
Wow.
That's how that works, though.
15, bro. So, you know, this is where you got to really count on your scouting department, okay? Because you know we need a linebacker, right? So you're really trying to pay attention to who's doing what, okay? Because we got to really make sure, man, if we going or we got somebody that's not in camp, you know what I mean? A good veteran, you know. But yeah, 1,500 players, man. Next week we're gonna be on the waiver wire. Because what we got 90 in camp now, you got to get to 53 in one day.
Yeah. And you know, and you say that, man, and I was going to go to that, but we talked about that. But I want to go to real quick, and they're saying that this is going to probably be the hardest cut that we can make, that we're going to have to make with all the talent and the players we have on this team. It's going to be very hard to figure out who you're going to release. What do you think, Ru? You think it's going to be a hard cut?
Yeah, because I feel like some players that you didn't really expect to make some strides made some efforts to make some strides in terms of your secondary. I think Kelvin might have secured his spot on this team, even though, you know, we give Kelvin Joseph. We give that man a lot of grief, but I feel like he's made the push a little bit. I mean, he's kind of
possible, yeah.
It's not going to be perfect, but you need the depth, and out of all the guys, he's the one who's flashed. He's the one who's kind of been there and, you know, looked the calmest on the field. We haven't seen nothing but second and back. this entire preseason. And I'll tell you this, that second team defense held Geno Smith only 3 points.
First
I mean,
quarter, that's right.
They're making enough happen where it's like I feel good about the depth on this team, because I was going to get to that earlier in the show. The depth on this defense, man, we haven't seen the starters. The only starter that you're really seeing on consistently, at least in the beginning, is like Oso Odigizua, who looks like a monster on the middle. And Cowboys Beat said this on his show. He said about Mozzie. Mozzie, we know this from the preseason videos. That dude is insanely strong. So it makes sense that he's coming into the league and he's not super technically sound at pick 26, but he's insanely strong. So he relies on his strength. Once he gets technically sound, with him and Osa in the middle, it's looking like it's going to come together pretty damn nice. Better than it has been, at least in the last 5 years, 10 years, or whatever it's been. Because I feel like that middle has been porous. And now you have some guys that are kind of coming in and stepping up and doing what they need to do. I'm thinking next week you're going to see the starters. I'm thinking you're going to see like a possession, like a one drive or something like that. They don't do that for them. They do it for us. They do it for us to see. Every team's going to show their starters at least 1 week, something like that. I mean, every roster has basically done it, except for teams like, I don't expect it. I don't feel like I've caught a Jets game, but I doubt that Aaron Rodgers has even dressed for one, right? Like I probably not. But I mean, he's 40. My quarterback's only in his 30s. Like I feel like you're going to see a drive out of this team. I'm almost certain that you are.
About Saturday, this Saturday?
Yeah, I would expect at least a drive. You always get one. It's always like one drive. And I know because we've cut it down to 3 games, we might not, but I feel like you're going to get one good drive out of this team. You want to see that one good drive, touchdown. All right, come off the field. Let's go. We're done for the day.
I would bet the paycheck that you won't see not one start on that field Saturday.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's how
promise.
Not one.
Not one. I'm not
That's
one.
Wild.
I'm
I
not
can't
one.
imagine that.
But I want.
I mean, what? Because of the cut, they got to look at everybody that they can see who they're going to keep.
Well, everybody's that's right.
Drive.
You're gonna
the first drive of the game.
Nope.
That's
bro,
it.
This is the where you really going to get the evaluation on your 3rd, 4th, and 5th round players. This is starters get out the way. We need to find that this is what you call it, stage time for these guys.
Remember that old 4th preseason game where you didn't see nobody but those kids who are gonna be at Walmart? This wasn't gonna happen.
That's what we are.
But I want to go back to what you said. I want to go back to what you said, Rue, about Boss Man. Okay. Boss Man is basically in the same level as Jabril Cox right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Both high draft picks, and both have done absolutely nothing. Both are on that waiver. So if it comes down to me, it's like, hey man, are you gonna keep Jabril Cox or are you gonna keep Malik? Bye, Jabril. And then come the Boss Man. Hey man, you gonna keep my corner that's hurt now from Michigan.
Nashawn?
No, not Nashawn.
Jordan Lewis.
Are you keeping Jordan Lewis or you keeping Boss Man Joseph?
Jordan Lewis.
You keeping Jordan. So hey man, that's what this game is meant for. Hey man, you got to make this
This
damn
is it.
team.
This is it. This is it.
Team. So man, I thought the starters was gonna play last week. I was like, man, if this is opportunity, I say they're gonna play in Seattle because I know the 3rd strings are gonna play week 3. And you know what when we played in Seattle, what brought back to me, that's how Dak became a starter. That's when Tony Romo got hurt in that preseason game.
You took the words out of my mouth.
In that preseason game, you remember that one? In the preseason game.
And they didn't look back, and they did not look back.
It was
against the Seahawks in Seattle.
Yeah,
that's when Tony Romo hurt himself for the last time.
And this is just the mentality of Mike McCarthy. That's just what he does. I mean, Mike McCarthy never did play Aaron Rodgers when he was over there with those guys. But this question right here, Larry G said, not question, but the comment, he said Dak and the starters do need to play because Dak was rusty last season, week 1. I understand what you're saying, but again, when you have to go up against the defense that we face on a daily basis, the only thing we need Dak to know is the plays come September 10th. That's all Dak need to know. Dak, you you need to know the plays. So again, I trust Mike McCarthy.
Gary, I
Mike
got a question
McCarthy,
for you. I got a
yes,
question
sir.
for you, Gary. You was
Yeah,
at practice.
yeah.
How many snaps did Dak take, and how many did Cooper Rush take? Didn't Dak
Well,
probably took 80% of them, didn't he?
he well,
Okay.
of course. Yeah, he
Okay.
took majority of
So
the snaps.
so he
Yeah.
took 80% of snaps. A game don't matter to me. Okay. This man been
No,
practicing full speed for 3 straight weeks. What is that game gonna do that practice didn't do?
There isn't a first team defense he can face that's better than ours anyway.
Thank you.
that's all that's my point exactly.
That's
That
the
is my
drop the
point
mic.
exactly. But yeah, we're on this guy. We got to keep moving, man. We be on this all day. But yeah, again, this is straight evaluation for all those that ain't got. I'm looking at Hunter Luke. Hunter Luke, you got to stay on your feet, baby. Yeah, he's one. We got to talk about Princeton Fance. Princeton Fance is a tight end. What are we going to so all these guys and don't be upset if we get beat 40 to 4, okay? Because right now what Mike McCarthy is doing,
By who?
I beg pardon?
Oh, you talking about preseason? I was like, by who? Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Preseason.
Get me by who?
No,
I hope
just
not, because
preseason
these
game.
Raider fans are going to treat it like a Super Bowl. I'm telling
Of
you.
course.
Oh no, because they're
Calm
2-0
down.
already. Raiders
Yeah.
are 2-0. Raider, this is gonna be the longest win streak the Raiders have all season. All season. These 3 wins, or whatever, if they get the third, I almost hope they do. Like, part of me is almost like, let me get you a little 3 wins, because this is gonna be the longest winning streak that you have all year. This is gonna be the longest one.
I got a
Shots
quick story
fired.
about that. I got a
Damn.
quick. Hold on. I was on
Go ahead.
Sneaky Show last night, and Raphael came on, okay, and he wanted to tell me how much that the Raiders was 3-0. They're looking good. Their defense is better, and I say, bro, it's the preseason. Then the man out his mouth said their rookie tight end from Notre Dame is better than Waller. I said, you are out of your freaking mind. I said, bro.
No, he didn't. The Mike
said that-
Maher, Mike
said
Mayer.
He said Mayer is baby. He said Mayer is baby Gronk. That's what he said. And Waller can't block and can't catch.
Because
I say, dude, you gave away your best weapon on offense to the Giants for free. Number one, for free.
Yeah.
Okay. And you think a rookie tight end who's never played in the NFL is better than Waller right now? He said, yes. I say, that's why you're a Raider fan. That's why. Right?
And they don't have a
Delusional like a mug.
So, hey, Armando, I agree, man. Once because the Raiders gonna win the game Saturday. I hope they win. Man, them Raider fans is gonna be all over TikTok. They're gonna be
they're gonna be happy. Super Bowl. We're 3-0.
Well, sometimes you got to let little brother win one a game or so. So that's what we look at it, guys. While y'all trying to win a 3-0 preseason game, we trying to evaluate.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're gonna let them win this one.
Yeah. So I'm just glad y'all laughing right now, because I'm finna ruffle your feathers now. We ain't talking about no Eagles.
Let's go.
I'm finna ruffle y'all feathers.
Come on, we ready.
So I know y'all heard, which is a good thing, but at the same time, I'm sure it's gonna bring up some other topics. But so it's been told that DeMarcus Ware has been inducted to the Ring of Honor. Let's give it up. Come on, man. Come on. Let's give it up for DeMarcus Ware. He has been inducted into the Ring of Honor. Now, if nobody knows what that is, that's the little Ring of Honor we have inside our stadium, along with some other greats, the Troy Aikmans, the Don Murder, the Randy Wise, the Bob Lillies, all those guys up in there in the Ring of Honor, and he's been inducted. Now, Rue, you had an issue. So I'm gonna let you yes, sir. Number 94. Let's stay happy right now. Come on, everybody be happy. But Rue made a great point. We need to talk about this, and I'm just saying, we're gonna want to get you do about 10 minutes on this thing.
When I saw that come across my phone, the first thing I did was run to Google. I ran straight to Google. I was like, oh my God, he added somebody to Ring of Honor. Who else did he put? And before I even go, first and foremost, DeMarcus Ware, congratulations, well deserved. You lead this team in stats. You are one of my favorite players to ever watch for this team. You're amazing. I love you, DeMarcus Ware. Congratulations. You definitely deserve to be on that ring. All that.
But
now that that's out of the way, fuck you in the face, Jerry. Like, fuck you raw, Jerry. That's messed up what you did, bro. That is messed up. DeMarcus Ware won a Super Bowl, but it wasn't for this franchise.
Nope.
It sure as hell wasn't. The man that has won the most Super Bowls for this franchise,
oh my God,
you have still gated him and left him out to pasture for no reason, like for the most petty reason on the planet. And tell me why, Jerry. Is it because you were wrong? Is it because you couldn't just put anybody to coach that team to win a multiple Super Bowls and do this and do that? Because if your pride wouldn't have got in the way, Jimmy's leading us to 4, 3, 4, 5. Jimmy's taking us there, not Barry, who needed a year before he could do it with the team that he was left with.
Yeah.
Look, Jimmy Johnson belongs on that Ring of Honor. Jimmy Johnson belongs standing next to Troy Aikman on the sideline in gold or bronze or whatever the hell you want to put him in, and posted up out front with his clipboard in his damn hand, because he means that much to this franchise and to this organization.
That's right.
It's ridiculous that we're even having this conversation.
Well,
put him on the wall, man. That's bullshit what you did.
Well, listen now just calm down, Rude. Now you can't just go in on the guy like that, because we got video. So let's look at the video. Let's, we got video. Yeah, we got video. Take the down for me, moderator, please. Okay.
Oh, not the overhead, guys.
Let's take down the banner too, please. And let's see here. Let's talk about this, because I got video.
We got video.
Damn.
Let's take that banner down as well. Let's see.
Here we got video.
Yeah, we got.
Put it up.
Yeah, okay, so here we go now. I'm just listen, guys. I'm just the messenger. Here we go.
Good afternoon, Marley. This is Marcus. This is my daughter right here.
I'm not mad at him.
We don't want this to end. You've done a great job here today. Made us all feel wonderful about the players and the respect that you show. But it's only proper and fitting, before you dismiss this crew, that we tell you that as of today, we want to put you in the Dallas Cowboy Ring of Honor too. You know what?
I can't make this up, guys. I'm just saying it is what it is. That's where we are. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So Chris,
yo,
you know what messes me up?
We're still going. Go ahead. Go.
What kills me? How cool would it have been? How cool would it have been if in that moment he could have had the Hall of Famer Jimmy Johnson come out from behind that star?
Oh my God!
And come up to DeMarcus Ware and tell him, "Hey, how do you feel about joining me in the Ring of Honor? Thanks a lot, Jerry." Like, how cool or how epic would that moment have been? Like, or even
that would have broke the internet right there.
Bro, it would have killed it. Like, who's this man's marketer? How do you even make this much money? This is ridiculous. Terrible. I'm done. I'm sorry, Chris. Go.
No. I love it.
Dummy.
Hey, I'm the total opposite. The king. Hold on. The king of petty is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones go on national TV and look that man in his face and say, "We're gonna put you in the Ring of Honor." Jerry hadn't done it. That's been 5 years, right? So look, it's been 5 years. Jerry's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. I don't know why we're sitting and we waiting. It's not gonna happen, because it don't take 5 years to get your name printed at all. Hey, look, man, he's just the king of petty. I have nothing else to say. I know why you're mad, Rue, but y'all should be used to this by now with Jerry, bro. Jerry is always gonna talk out his ass and say things that he really ain't gonna do.
That man is
Hey,
gonna be on
we,
his
we
hospital
had no
bed.
idea. Now we had no idea DeMarcus was going in the Hall of Fame. I mean, in the Ring of Honor, right? Had no idea.
No.
Okay, but like you said, Rue, it'd have been wonderful if we would have put in a couple more people with him. But you know, we got one people. You know, but then he said it's a committee of one. He's the only person on that committee. He's petty as hell, and it just ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Terrible.
Well, what do you think, Mondo?
Man, what Rude that whole presentation that Rude gave right now, man, that would have been, that would have broke the internet right there. If we would have seen
Yep.
if Jimmy come out, in his shark tooth jacket, oh man,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's an insult, man, to Jimmy. This man gave us, Super Bowls, it's fans like me that grew up, in that era. It's like, man, come on, man. How you not gonna put Jimmy, but you're gonna put DeMarcus Ware, who went to a great player. To me, he's a Cowboy, just like Zeke. We give him all his props, but this man won a Super Bowl with another organization. You have a man who brought you Super Bowls, who
3.
made the team that you are now. That and you still don't put him in the ring. And like Chris said, you look this man in the face and you told him, "I'm gonna put you in the Ring of
On
Honor." He's
national
still in
TV.
there.
On
And even
national
Jimmy
TV.
said, "Well, I'm alive." It ain't looking like it, Jimmy. But
No, it's not, man.
On national
but
TV.
if we can't get him in the Ring of Honor, get this man a bronze statue with that shark tooth jacket outside, right next to Tom Landry or beside him or something.
Yeah.
We need
And
something.
I'm elated. Congratulations to DeMarcus Ware. I mean, he was a great player that come through the Cowboys organization, and I congratulate him for his hard work and what he brought to the team. But again, no ring, and we have this coach that took a team that was terrible. Chris, you remember the days. I mean, in '89, we were oh, we was terrible. Oh,
Yeah.
and this man took a chance with Herschel Walker and traded because he had a vision. He knew where he wanted to go, and he had took them his main prize, and he traded away his prize for picks. And what did he do with those picks? He developed and created a football dynasty, and which could have been a dynasty, which came to an end. But because of, like Chris said, the pettiness of Jerry Jones
Petty.
is the reason we are where we are today. Really. Well, I mean, we gave up one of our number one receivers for a fifth round draft pick. So the proof is in the pudding. This is who we're dealing with. Jerry Jones, this type of guy he is. But it's sad that we have to see that Jimmy will not get that opportunity to see himself in the Ring of Honor. But like Trackhawk said, he said,
Man.
Oh,
And
that
I honestly think that he might.
that better not happen. Don't even speak that into existence. That's messed up. That's Mr. 8-8 himself.
oh
No,
my God.
absolutely not. He better not sniff that wall.
Oh
Say,
my
man, that was
God.
the second longest tender head
Next
coach.
game, the next game I'm gonna go to the Hobby Lobby. Give me some of them letters. I'm gonna paint them white, and I'm gonna personally put them on there. Give me
Yeah.
that ring. You
Yeah.
gonna see me hanging, putting
Yeah.
these letters.
We're gonna get his name in there, Mondo. One way or
Somehow
another,
we
we're
gotta
gonna get
get
his
his name
name
in
in
there,
there,
man.
man. So that's but
That's
because like I say,
hilarious.
congratulations to DeMarcus
Marcus
Ware.
Ware.
I mean,
Yes.
things, to that nature. But at the same time, man, it's a slap in the face. But anyway, we got to move on. So let's get on down to this Cowboy Raiders talk, man, and see what are we looking for. What are we looking for in this game, the last final preseason game, starting with Armando? What are you looking for? What is it that you're gonna keep your eye on, or what's
You
going
know
on
what?
with you? What do you think?
Shout out my boy Larry G in the comments. He made a comment earlier talking about this clip that I've been seeing on TikTok. It's a clip of they put together of Mozzie, and of course, it's not too Mozzie friendly, you know. So he was looking a little bit rough, you know. So I'm hoping we see a little bit more of Mozzie Smith out there, you know. Obviously he's getting double teamed, so so I want to see a little bit more of him. I do want to see a little bit more of these backups, just in case. I know Cooper Rush, he's the backup, but Will Greer, we need to get it together. Obviously our kicker situation, we got to keep an eye on that. He's looking good. The Aubrey kid, from what I've been hearing, is looking good. I think he's going like 6 for 8 or something like that. But it's still a big issue with this kicker. I feel like we can't go into the season with one field goal kicker.
Right.
So that's one thing I definitely want to look at this preseason game, this last preseason game. So hopefully we get all these issues figured out.
Yeah, and there is another kicker. He's number 44. I don't know his name, but they're not talking much about him. But we do have another kicker there. Cowboy Beat, if you want, you can catch that link real quick. If you got a few words to say, you're more than welcome to come on real quick. Ru, what are you thinking? What are you looking for against this in this last preseason game?
I'm on the linebacker room, man. I got to see what's going to happen with this linebacker room, especially with the loss of Overshone. I want to see who's going to step up and fill in that role. Obviously, Damone Clark is going to be in the mix, but Jabril Cox, Devin Harper. I want to see the depth in terms of what we have there. The O line, outside. I mean, because we haven't seen our starters on the O line, so. These and our O-line depth is very questionable. So it's like, who's going to be that guy that steps up in the event something, God forbid, happens to anybody else? And I feel like it's funny, we're going to bring Cowboys Beat on. I was talking to him about this earlier. I like what I saw out of Asim Richards, but I feel like the guards and the center for this O-line, we need to see them pick it up a little bit, because I feel like there's a lot happening there where it's like, it's hit or miss. And it'd be nice to see a little bit more consistency out of these guys. Like, let's go.
Josh Ball.
Well, Josh Ball, but I'm thinking of our center also. I can see his number, Hoffman, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just, that interior is kind of, it's the vulnerable spot. So it's like I needed to kind of shore up, but that's what I'm looking at. Outside of that, you still have that secondary battle going on.
Yeah.
So it's like between your linebacker room, secondary room, who's staying, who's going, and then that O-line, man, I really would like to see some guys step up on that O-line, because you haven't given, on crucial situations, on third downs, on passing downs, I feel like they have been gassed and gashed, and the quarterback just doesn't have any time.
Well, that's why we're pulling our investment that's behind our investment behind our investment. We're pulling him out the first quarter as well, because there's no reason to get him hurt. So we tell Will Greer, hey, you got the rest of the game, 3.5 quarters. So, Chris, what do you think, bro? What do you think about this? What are you looking for in this Cowboy versus Raiders game?
Well, shout out to my second oldest grandchild. This is Ashad. Say hi, Ashad. Say hi. Don't wait. I can't hear you. You gotta say hi. Okay, he said hi. Look, man, I'm not gonna watch 1 second of the game. I'm not gonna watch 1 second of it. Let me tell you why. All right, throwing the wife a surprise a promotion party. She got the promotion in Denver.
Nice.
And Sunday we're flying to Denver. So I probably ain't gonna check out the game until maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. But if anything that I want to see is offensive line play and linebacker play. Everybody else is going to be on the field, because the offensive line, we're still trying to figure out who's going to be on the active roster as backups. Okay. Because, offensive line, you only carry 7 active offensive linemen. So who's going to be those 2 swing? I know one of them is going to be awesome. Richards. I don't know who's going to be that second one. Okay. So I'm looking for that. And then after that, man, really just see who's going to work hard enough to make this team. Let's see who's going to work hard, man. Who's going to make some plays to force the coach's hands to keep him on the field. Keep him on the team to make that 53. Because even after that 53, you still can be cut. You don't want to be 53 and 52 and 51, because when them
Mhm.
1,500 players get released at that one time, it's gonna be a problem. It
Yeah.
may be somebody the Cowboys really want, and you may be gone. So you got to
And-
work hard, man. This is the blue collar game. Okay,
And
So-
let's not rule out the trades. There's possibility of trades.
that's-
There could be
that's
some
true,
trades
too.
that could take place. So we're not looking at that as well because there are going to be some major moves. There is definitely going to be some major moves.
I don't have we locked up the number 2 RB,
No,
the number 2 running
Oh
back?
man,
That's
that's a
thing
battle.
I-
That's talk about that, man. Because
yeah,
I can't lie.
Kind of, and the reason I asked is because I picked up Malik Davis in my fantasy and Rico Dowdle because I don't know who's gonna step into that 2 spot. So I wasn't able to pick up TP, but I picked up both of them kind of on my bench trying to so that's another thing I want to look at that I didn't mention was that running back, man. That
well,
running
real
back spot.
quick. Whoever's not suited up Saturday, that'll tell you. Just look on the
It sure
sideline.
will.
Just
sure
look on
will.
the sideline. Whoever's got the cup in the hand and sunflowers in the mouth and spitting in the cup, believe that's gonna probably be your number 2.
We
So
know who's number
that's
2.
just an inside scoop.
That is
And I
a good
mean,
tale, ain't it?
we
Yeah, that's a
haven't
good tale.
seen. I feel like we haven't seen Rojo, right? Haven't seen
We probably
Rojo
won't.
out there.
Nah.
Well,
Nah,
And I know he's suspended for
anyway,
the first
so,
2 games.
yeah.
But I tell you, man, Malik, Rico, Deuce, they all look good. They all have pop. They all have quick speed, quick vigor. Like I like what I'm seeing out of that running back room.
yeah.
I wasn't like as sure about it like Chris was earlier, or like how we've heard some of y'all talk about how you feel good about the running back room. But man, like they're just kind of picking up where they left off last year. Because I feel like when I saw Malik, when I saw Rico last year, they had pop, they had bursts, and I feel like that's going to be a nice little position for us that a lot of people, kind of doubted and didn't really think it was going to be as good as it probably is going to be.
So do you guys think that Rojo will be the casualty out of all of them?
Oh yeah. Because when I saw him yesterday, he's still rehabbing. He's still on the sideline running up and down. He's trying to get back in football shape, but I just don't, him and I don't know Hunter Luepke, man. He's looking a little man, he's too far behind. Luepke is way behind those other guys. So yeah, but we might see a lot of Hunter. We might see it. That's why I say don't get upset if the score is 40-4 or whatever, because
They're not that loaded or deep at all. Like this is not gonna be anything like that. This is still the Raiders. Like they're not blowing us out.
Past that score, Gary. We can't get past that score.
No, 40-3. No,
let me say this here. The last 2 games, they've been putting up 30+ points.
I do not care.
Well,
I do not care. It is the Raiders.
What I'm saying on my part is we're not getting caught up in the score. We're trying
upsetting my dog, Gary.
evaluate.
Yeah.
We're trying to
My
evaluate.
dog, G.
Armando, you think Rue like the Raiders?
I don't think so. I don't
Absolutely
think
not,
so.
man.
He
And
like
the thing
Derek
is,
Carr,
bro,
though.
I never had beef with the Raiders. I never had beef with no Raiders, bro. I never did, because I never really cared. They're in the AFC West. What the fuck do I care about the Raiders? But bro, those fans for the Raiders, I like just out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, y'all are acting up. Some of them are chill. Like some of them are funny. Like MC Raider's a funny dude. I love that. I'll stitch that dude. That dude is funny. That dude is hilarious. But some of them, bro, are on their feelings. And it's like, bro, I'd be on my feelings too if in the last 20 years my franchise was under 500 as a franchise. Terrible. 100 games under 500.
But you're excited because you're 2-0 in preseason.
Longest winning streak they're going to have all season. Longest winning streak they're going to have all year.
Calling it right now. TikTok idea, bro.
All right. Hey, let's end it. Let's end it with this comment right here, and let's see what you guys think right here. So,
what you talking about, D?
All right. So this is the Hail Mary, and I know it won't happen, but rumors of Jonathan, man, that would change everything. I just don't see it happening, but I don't know. What you think, Rue? I mean,
you gonna start with me?
Yeah. Yeah, you on one tonight, brother. So come on with it. What do you think? What do you think about this Jonathan trade? Jonathan Taylor.
Freaking not.
Put it back and forth.
You better not. You better not. Absolutely not. Yeah, the 4. I have to do this. I have to pull this up because this is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Jonathan Taylor had an immense year the year before last. 1,800 yards, It's nothing to sneeze at. Amazing year. Amazing. He's a
once
great
Rue
player.
starts throwing out the hand, I'm ready for it.
Great year. Great year. 1,800 yards. The dude's a monster. 5.5 yards a carry. You're a beautiful man. It's beautiful. 18 touchdowns. Beautiful. It's beautiful. That was 2 years ago. Last year, in a team that was supposed to be better than the year before. 1,169 yards. Nothing to sneeze at. Good production. 5 yards a carry. Anybody who gives up a first-round pick, 2 first-round picks for a fourth-year running back, guys, what are we doing?
He's 26.
Are we really even having this conversation? I don't care how good he is. He could be great. I bet you could replace him in a year or two. And then you gotta pay him. He's not Saquon. Is this Nick Chubb I'm looking at? Is this any of the top running backs? I mean, yes, he is very good. He's very talented. But, bro, fantasy football is not going to give you everything. I get it. You know, like he's flashing the pan. But a lot of y'all who had him last year were probably pretty upset. And I'm just going to put it out there, man. If they give – there's no way, absolutely zero chance that the Cowboys are going to give up draft capital for a running back. There is no way that a team as tight as they are with their draft picks, giving up multiple seconds, a second and a third, or a first-round pick for a running back. It's not happening. You could draft one. Do the exact same thing. No, we're not doing this. We're going to pay him. We're going to pay him $20 million. I'm sorry. There ain't no way I'm paying Jonathan Taylor $20 million over Micah Parsons, CD Lamb. It ain't happening.
There's the problem right there. That is the problem.
Ain't no problem.
No.
It ain't no problem. It don't need to happen. I'm perfectly fine with $10 million Tony Pollard. I'm perfectly fine with like $500,000 Rico Dowdle and
another $500,000. Less than $3 million. Less than 5.
I'm perfectly fine with 5th round draft pick Deuce Vaughn. As you see that little Mighty Mouse running through inside the tackle. Let me see. Yeah. How many times me and Chris talked about that? Running inside, power O, boom. Here we go. See you later. No, don't need Jonathan Taylor. Don't want Jonathan Taylor. You better not give up no draft picks for Jonathan Taylor. Are you outside your mind? Then you got to pay him. Thank you. Come again.
Well, there you have it, guys. That's the question that Andreas was looking for. I hope he's satisfied with the answer because we just heard it from, allow me to butt in, Rue.
Hey, my next video is gonna be throw your hands in the air and wave it like you just don't care.
No, but if you guys actually saw the full interview that DeMarcus Ware had with Stephen Jones alluded to it. He said, "Look, we got these monster contracts coming up," and this is what he said. He said monster because he's talking about Micah. You know, so you have him. I think he mentioned who else did he mention?
Lamb.
He mentioned CeeDee Lamb, and then he mentioned Terrence Steele, I think.
No, you got Dak.
No. He mentioned
Dak already signed.
He mentioned the alignment, I think, when he was talking about contracts.
Well,
he was talking to Zach Martin.
Zach already got his money.
Contracts coming up. But the ones that you have, that's it. It's CD, Micah, and then Dak we're talking about extension at this point. And we're talking about extending it, pay raise, this, that, and third.
Steele is coming up too, though. Steele is coming up. You got to pay.
That's the line. That is the line.
That's what he was talking about. Steele.
It is Steele then?
Yeah, it was Steele.
Yeah.
He was talking about Steele.
I'm sorry about the grandchildren invasion. Normally we on for an hour, and they that timer went off. They like, oh hell no, he been in there longer than an hour. So you know.
We're gonna call it a wrap, man. I think we touched on everything we need to touch on tonight, man. And let's get ready for this.
Hold on, Gary. My granddaughter did this for Rue.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. That's Rue. That's right.
Oh my God!
You need a cover just like this.
Hey, he need a T-shirt made with his hands out like
that. But hey, again, man, we appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. We had a lot of comments tonight. We appreciate everybody. Let's see. Let me Give up a good big shout out to Flash It, Andreas, who had Track Hog, Z Money. We had so many in here tonight. Buzz, Cowboy Beat, Cowboy Corner. Oh man, it's
real quick. Andreas, if you can negotiate a trade for Boss Man for Taylor, I'll pay you the money. If you can work that deal out, bro, where all I gotta give up is Boss Man Fat for Taylor, I'm all in, baby.
Oh my God, that's willing and dealing there, bro. That's willing and dealing. Big shout out to Larry G, my faith Cowboy Babes. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to bring her up, but she said she was here. It boils down to special teams and not names. Right? Yeah, that's where a lot of players might end up on special teams. But we definitely got to say what's up to Cowboy Babe, Deuce, and Larry G, and everybody, Ivan, all you guys that has made us where we are right now. We appreciate you. We don't hold y'all no longer, yo. We got to get on out of here and get ready for tomorrow. So, like I always say, don't nothing come to us but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys.
Peace, Cowboys.